Hi, we're here today to tell you about a fair that we're having. It's actually a fundraiser on September 12th. It's going to be held from 11 to 5 at the Stillman Dairy on 991 Lancaster Ave in Lunenburg. It's going to be an all-day fair, and all the funds from the fair go to the Lunenburg Community Food Bank. It's a great cause. Admission is free and parking is free. We hope you can be there, but we want Dave to tell you a little bit about the food bank so you'll understand what a great cause this is.
Okay, the Lunenburg Community Food Bank was formed on August 3rd of 2007 as a direct result of a meeting that the Lions Club and the Lunenburg Community Council had at the Lunenburg Public Library. And there was a young lady, the student representative from the Student Council at this meeting, and the Student Council was doing a food drive, and they had no place to bring the food. They finally did bring the food to Our Lady of the Lake Parish because they have a food, it's not a food bank similar to ours, but they have a food pantry there. So that's where the food went. And the young lady in charge of the Community Council, Jane Doyle, decided at that point that the Community Council and the members of the Lions Club would somehow form a food bank. So we did, with the cooperation of Fire Chief Scott Glennie at the time and the fire department, and that's where the food bank is stored and operates out of upstairs, which is very hot in the summertime, very cold in the wintertime, and no elevator, but it's working very well. Currently, we are serving 63 and a half families per month. That's through and including the month of August, which is ending today. The total number of people involved in that is 1,330. That includes adults and youngsters combined. And that's a decrease of 6 families per month so far this year from a high, which was last year, of 69. So that's where we are with the food bank. There's very few days that go by where someone isn't calling looking for food. And most of the food that we serve or hand out is donated by Hannaford, not Hannaford Pharmacy, but Hannaford Supermarket here in Lunenburg. They donate meat products, produce, both fruits and vegetables, as well as bakery products to the food bank on a daily basis. We, in turn, use a lot of the funding that we receive for the food bank in purchasing canned goods from Hannaford that are not donated by the public on First Friday for Food. That's when we have a donation drop-off at the fire station, and that is coming up this particular Friday, which will be the first Friday in the month of September already. So that's a brief description and about face of what's happening at the food bank.
What is the typical amount of food or kinds of food that you give to each family, Dave?
Each family will receive a box of dry goods, which would consist of usually 2 boxes of cereal, a jar of peanut butter, a jar of jelly. It would have 2 cans of spaghetti sauce, 2 boxes of spaghetti, 2 boxes of noodles of some sort, 2 cans of sweet peas, corn, tomatoes, and green beans, as well as 3 cans of tuna fish, 3 boxes of macaroni and cheese, 2 pounds of some kind of rice, whatever rice we happen to have, or whatever I have purchased at Hannaford. Usually a half gallon of juice if it's available. 3 or 4 cans of soup of whatever variety we happen to have. It could have some Jell-O. It could have corned beef hash. Doesn't always have those items, but it could. I try to mix and match, like the corned beef hash I probably would give out to elderly families not to a family with 4 or 5 or 6 children.
Right.
Because they probably wouldn't eat it. They also get 2 cans of garbanzo beans or black beans or red kidney beans, as well as 2 cans of baked beans. So that's basically what's in the canned good box or non-perishable box. They also will receive a box of meat products that is frozen, and the size of the amount or the size of the box depends on the amount of people in the family. They also receive a box of bread and pastry that we pick up at Hannaford on a daily basis. Also a box of fruit and a box of vegetables mixed
That's great.
that Hannaford is donating to us. That food should last a typical family of probably 4 or 5 people at least a week to 2 weeks at the least. It should last that long. Hopefully it lasts longer than that. And what we give them, plus food stamps if they sign up for them, and if they don't know how to sign up for food stamps and they think they might be eligible, they should contact Faith Anderson, the outreach coordinator at the Eagle House.
Wonderful.
She is more than willing to help them do that, and she is also a member of the Lions Club.
Great.
She will also show them or give them the paperwork to fill out for fuel assistance for this
Excellent.
winter. Because
Excellent.
if they wait until November or December, it's way too late to fill out for fuel assistance. So that's basically what a typical customer would receive from the food bank.
Well, I remember, Dave, the first time I met you, you were having some fundraisers for right before Thanksgiving. And you told me at the time, as well as several other people, that you were putting together 120 baskets,
That is
was it?
correct.
For families that
That's
were
what
not
we
going to
did
have
last year.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about that and what went into the baskets?
In addition to what I just stated, the canned goods are basically the same except more. They also get cranberry sauce. Local farmers will donate apples, squash, whatever. Actually, the squash usually comes from Stephen Violet, Dick's Market Garden. So whatever he has in abundance of, he will give us like 240 squash. So every family will receive 2 of each.
That's wonderful.
They also receive, which we purchased this from Hannaford, a 5-pound bag of potatoes, a 2-pound bag of onions, 1 pound of carrots, and a turkey that we purchased, a 15 to 16 or 17-pound turkey.
That's wonderful.
And some bread that we buy at Hannaford. That bread we buy so that everything is uniform and we have, it just goes much easier at the fire station. We do that on the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And this year, I believe it's the 22nd of November, is put baskets together and have people pick up the baskets at the fire station.
That's wonderful.
It works very well. Last year we served, I believe it was 401, I may have it right here. If I turn it around the correct way. It was 401 total people on that
Oh, my
particular day
goodness. Oh, my goodness.
that we served.
That's
On
amazing.
that day.
That's amazing.
That's over and above what we normally do at the food bank. And all that money is donated or we earn it through a whatever fundraiser we happen to be doing. And Hannaford helps us out. We have to pay, though, the same price that you or anyone else would pay for the product.
For the groceries.
They are not allowed to discount it.
Yeah.
But they give us so much on a daily basis that
Yeah.
it's well
Very
worth,
generous.
well
Yeah.
worth going to Hannaford to pick that up. And
Well,
they have it ready for us. We
that's-
just drive up out back at the loading docks
Wow.
with trucks. They bring it out on a skid, and we offload it, bring it to the fire station, And usually there's people from Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Brownie Troops, Cub Scouts, National Honor Society, Student Council, teachers, parents, and of course the Lions Club members there. And we have a ball putting it together.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Takes us 45 minutes
Oh, that's wonderful.
to do it.
Well,
It works well.
I have to tell you, when I met you, when you first did the turkey, you told us about the turkey fundraiser.
Yeah.
And I was hit by 120 families in my own community that needed our help. That's when I thought about the fundraiser.
Okay.
I spoke to several people in the community. We have a group of over 22 people now that helped on this committee to plan this fair. We have the Lions Club, who has, I believe, almost 100 members that are helping us out. And then we mentioned it to Stillman Dairy Farm. They said, of course, have it here. You can use our land, you can do whatever you want, which I just felt people have come out of the woodwork to be so generous.
They have.
Haven't they?
And they always support anything that the Lions Club is doing.
It's been wonderful.
Or they have up to
Yeah.
this point, and I see no reason why they wouldn't, but they've
That's-
been very, very supportive.
And I'll tell you, since February, at least once a month, if not every couple of weeks, the group of 20 of us have met to work out the specifics of the fair. We've had people and the businesses have donated not only monetary items, but gift certificates and raffle baskets. We have the police and the fire department that are actually doing a couple of things.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share with everybody some of the things that we're having. So it is going to be called the Stillman Dairy Country Community Fair. As I said, it's between these group of residents from Lunenburg, the Stillman Dairy family, and the Lions Club that we're working together, and all the profits from this fair are going to go to the Lunenburg Community Food Bank. I'm very, very excited about that. So let me tell you a little bit about the fair. There's going to be live music playing all day. There's a band called the Hickory Sticks that plays oldies. They'll be playing from 12 to 2. And then in between that, we're going to have Kate Chadbourne. She's a harpist, and she has a beautiful voice and sings Irish songs. Then we will have the band come back on again, and I've heard through the grapevine that there's going to be a secret appearance made by Elvis. Shh, don't tell anyone, but if you come to the fair, you'll be sure to see him.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to have freshly grilled food prepared by the Lions Club. They're going to have soft drinks. We're going to have microbreweries, cotton candy, popcorn. Wonderful homemade desserts are going to be right in the Stillman Country Store. They're made by one of their daughters, Liz. And then we also have Down East Cider, who is from Charlestown. They're going to be serving their hard cider. We have an amazing children's area, and that's going to be run by Denise Naud. And she is a retired teacher, so she insisted that none of the activities are going to be charged.
Yeah.
So there's going to be face painting, hay rides, farm tours, a petting zoo, and a Touch a Truck event. Dave McDonald from town actually is organized for about 12 to 15 large trucks to be at the end of the field, and all the kids can just come and climb on them. And Dave, the smart person that he is, also thought to get several hard hats for the children to use. So it's going to be an exciting time, isn't it?
Sure.
And that's a good way for them to get their energy out. Don't you agree, Dave?
I agree.
Now, for the adults, we have over 25 local artisans and vendors who are going to be selling their wares. And some of these things are just amazing. There's also going to be ongoing demonstrations of carpentry and woodworking, blacksmithing, and cheese making. The cheese making is going to be right in the store, so people
okay.
can go in and check that out. And then they're actually going to have the kits that people can buy to learn their own cheese making. But the demonstration will be there.
That's good.
Then for the adults also, we definitely want you to bring a little extra money, because we're going to want you to take a chance on several of our raffle items. We also have a 50-50 raffle, and we're going to have some amazing silent auction items. I'm going to tell you some of the silent auction items. A 42-inch flat screen HD TV, a Neshoba Valley Winery private wine tasting and tour for 4, an autumn evening bonfire and hayride for 20 people at the dairy at the Stillman Dairy Farm, an iPod Nano, a margarita basket with all the fixings, several local restaurant gift certificates, a day of fishing for 2, including use of the rowboat at the Stillman's privately owned Massapog Pond. I know a lot of fishermen have already called me and said, please put my name high on the list. And then there's going to be a VIP dinner. We're not going to mention who's going to prepare it, but it's going to be a dinner for 8 at your home. So you and 7 of your guests, the dinner will be prepared and served. And two very nice gentlemen, that's all I'm going to say, from Lunenburg are going to do that. And you will recognize both of them when you hear their names. But we will announce it at the fair. And as you can see, this is going to be an amazing day. It's going to be an amazing day, and when you think of it, you're going to go and you're going to have fun, bring your friends, bring your family, and then in the back of your mind, you're just going to be saying, this is a great town fair, but all the profits are going to go to such a great place, which is the community food bank.
Okay, right. One thing that you didn't mention in there is the Lions Club site mobile will be there.
Thank you for bringing that up.
And I know our president, Lisa Normandin,
Yes.
is attempting to have someone in the Lions Club, not our club, but another club, who is an expert at eye screening and hearing testing.
Excellent.
Will be doing this free of charge, because that's what this unit
Excellent.
does. Every year in the fall, we bring this unit to Turkey Hill Middle School, and the
That's
nurses
wonderful.
screen over 400 students
Oh, my
in 1
goodness.
week
Wow.
for both sight and hearing.
Wow.
We have been doing this for, I want to say 5 or 6 years anyway.
That's excellent. Guess
So
what
that
else
will
I
be there.
forgot? The Worcester County Sheriff
The sheriff
Department
is
is coming in, and they're going to do the retinal screening, and they
Right.
say that's more accurate now than the fingerprints.
the old
So this
chips.
is the latest thing.
Right.
Did I forget anything else?
Not that I can
Okay,
think
'cause
of
you're my reminder,
offhand.
you know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. We hope to see you at the fair, and you'll see the ads in the town paper, and it's just going to be a great time. You'll see posters around town. So thank you very much. Again, September 12th from 11 to 5 at 991 Lancaster Ave. That's the Stillman's Dairy Farm. Hope to see you there.
Have a good day, and thank you for your time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.